Hey, and welcome to Flow. This is the first video in a short series that will take you from a blank canvas all the way to building your own reusable AI tools. Let's jump in. When you open Flow, this is your home base. Every flow you create lives right here. You can start a new flow by clicking New Flow here, or you can explore the gallery, which is currently a bit empty because it's a brand new feature. But once the feature's live, you'll have public templates right here, which you can reuse. For now, we will start by clicking New Flow. This will open this launcher where you can choose how you want to create the flow. You can choose from one of your templates, one of the public templates. You can build with AI, where you just describe what you want to create and it will build the flow for you. And you can start from a blank canvas, which is what we are going to do now. And we're just going to hit Create Flow. And this right here is the canvas. It's an infinitive workspace where you can build anything you like. Let me show you around before we make anything. On the top left, that's your canvas name. You can click on it to rename. There's a drop-down with a few options, and all the changes you make get auto-saved, so nothing is ever lost. On the top center, there's your toolbar, where you can easily add custom nodes. You can go back and forth. You have your select mode and your drag mode, meaning when you have nodes, the default mode is dragging. You can change to select mode. That also works by clicking S and select nodes, and you can create sections and more. Then there's the auto range option, which means when you have more nodes, for example, 2 nodes right here, and those are like this, you can click auto range and it will automatically arrange those nodes for you. Then you have 2 options right here, which is fast mode and sharp mode. In fast mode, each image, 3D model, media asset you generate gets previewed in medium resolution to save storage and RAM on your device. You can also change it to sharp, which means every node will render the full resolution asset. Either way, assets always get rendered in full resolution when you select a node. For example, if we have an image connected here and we click on it, it will always display in full resolution. On the top right, we have the important corner. You can run your flow, which opens a menu, which you can drag around. You can open in a modal and close. Then you have your flow builder agent, which is an AI assistant which can help you build or optimize flows, but that will be in a separate video. We'll skip that for now. You have the option to find your flow. For example, if we drop in a text input and scroll far away, we can click that to get zoomed into where the nodes are. Then you have your outputs section, which shows all the outputs of your flow. You can also drag that around, close it. Light and dark mode, of course. Sorry for the flashbang. You can turn off sound effects. We'll keep those off. And then you can hide the interface in case you want to do deep work. And you can, of course, show the interface again. And on the bottom left, there's the option to save your flow as a template, which then appears in the template tab right here. And you can just copy this template for any flow which you like. Then there's the version history. You can always create new versions in case you made an important change and you want to have the option to go back to the previous state at any time. You can also share this flow with someone for up to 24 hours, and the user can copy this flow to his account and use it as well. There are the canvas settings, the node library, where you can get a quick overview about each prompt which we have in the flow tool and see how it works, how it gets used with other nodes and more. And then of course you have the link to the documentation. Now let's start building something. You can always right click to open the node menu. You can click add right here, or you can click Shift/ to open the search node menu, where you can search through all the nodes which are available. There are also shortcuts, as you might have seen, where you can just click T to drop a text node, C to combine prompts, G to generate. You can click free to drop in an image to 3D node, and you can find all the shortcuts in the node library as well. Now let's generate our first asset. We're gonna delete those 2 nodes. And you'll see we have a text input node and a generate image node. Each node has an output section on the right and an input section on the left. And you'll see this generate image node takes in a prompt, so we can just connect those two. And now this information of this node flows into this generation node. And we can just type in a prompt here. In this case, let's use a stylized robot collectible figurine, clean studio lighting. And all we have to do now is click run node. And after a few seconds, the image got generated. And as you can see, we are in fast mode. So now this is a preview of the image. And if we click on the node, it turns to full resolution. And we can also view the model inside our viewer right here. And we can now play around with a few settings. We can now attach an edit image node. So as you can see, we generated the image and now continue with the output of this node in a new node, which is edit image. We will connect a text node right here. And now we can say, make this stylized 3D robot in the style of Pixar, for example. And all we have to do now is click run node. Nice. So after a few seconds, we get the result. We can view it here. We can also connect the viewer to it to display it in a bigger sense. And that looks great. So we built our first flow, generated a few outputs, and the outputs land in the outputs panel right here. We can dock it to the right side again. You can click here to locate the node and download the images here as well. You can of course download them right here as well. You can automatically add a viewer so we can see the changes here. You can also connect the compare image node and compare the changes the edit image node made, for example. Let's make this a bit bigger right here. And you can see it made it more stylized. Let's delete those nodes again. Right here. All right. In the next guide, we'll do the big one. We'll be turning this image into a real-world 3D model. And I'll see you there.